Back here on Championship Court, Dominic Catalano alongside me is Chad Edwards. Chad, we got a good one for you here. Ranchers, Chimeras, both their first match of the day. Ranchers, your defending champions. The Chimeras with one of the most veteran female players on tour in Andrea Koop, playing alongside a newcomer, Megan Fudge. What are you looking for in this women's doubles matchup here, Chad, to start off between the Ranchers and Chimeras?
Yeah, I think this is going to be a good test for the Ranchers after coming off of their win from Newport Beach. You know, the Chimeras haven't made it through in either of the previous ones, but with the experience of Koop, Fudge is getting better each tournament that she plays. Bryden Kawamoto, obviously, you know, MVPs of Newport Beach. It's a 67-33% win probability for the Ranchers, but it was what, 77?
77 in their first one.
For BLQK and Jackrabbits, and Jackrabbits, Stone and Johnson came back and win. So, you know, yes, that probability is there, but anything can happen in MLP with the rally scoring. So Koop, obviously being the veteran, she's going to control a lot of the points. Fudge has gotten a lot better as far as control-wise, setting things up. But with Bright, she's got that X factor. When she's on, she's really, really hard to beat. Kawamoto just steady as always every time she's out on the court.
Yeah, and we were, you know, here on court for warm-ups. Anna Bright was feeling it in warm-ups. You heard her early on. You know, she is fired up and ready to go. She feeds off of this, you know, team atmosphere, only a few years removed from her college tennis days. So, you know, feeding off of that, a lot of these tennis players that come into, you know, pickleball and are now in MLP, they love this format, and it's because of that team format, Chad, that they're feeding off of.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I'll tell you right now, Simone was set to retire at the end of this year. She played in the first MLP in Austin, and she had so much fun being back in that team element that, you know, now she signed a new two-year deal, and she's going to be back on the tour at least to play MLPs, if anything else.
I mean, Tom Brady, Simone Jardim, same thing, right?
Yeah,
I mean, the GOATs
right.
in their respective sports saying, I'm going to retire. No, I'm not. I'm coming back. Quick 1-0 lead here for the Chimeras. You're seeing Anna Bright early on, sitting in that middle, trying to take over.
Yeah, when she first came on, it was the two-handed backhand that was her big weapon. Now both sides, forehand, backhand. She can do a lot with both of them.
A little long on the forehand from Andrea Koop, but right away you're seeing the development of Megan Fudge here early on.
Yeah, she's definitely gotten a lot better with consistency, with keeping balls down, staying in rallies longer. And she's developed some power in her game as well. It used to be that she would just push everything back.
We've used the term annoying before, but we've heard players talk about the Kawamotos and how annoying they are to play.
Yeah.
That being shown right there from Jackie Kawamoto on overhead, she's getting back.
Yeah, both the Kawamoto sisters are just defensive specialists, but you know, Jackie has that little sneaky power in there as well. So yeah, that's how the game is progressing now, right? Defense has become so much bigger in the game.
Anna Bright just too much right there in the middle, just taking over.
You can tell how much she's into it or how much she's pumped up by the speed that she walks from the kitchen back to the baseline. She's like power walking it back there saying, let's get to the next point.
Oh, look at her step in the middle and try and poach that ball, but just can't get enough on top of it. Sails long. Just great spot there from Anna Bright in the middle.
Yeah, she's really progressed with all of her strokes.
Kawamoto just a little deep right there, trying to reach that, but she's just off the kitchen line a little too much.
Yeah, I think she's, trying to give Bright a little bit of room, allow Bright to move over whenever she wants, but you've got to be careful that you don't get too far back, which is what happened on that last point, like you said.
Megan Fudge trying to reset those, just couldn't get it soft enough to drop into the kitchen, and Kawamoto able to attack. Fudge she let that ball travel a little too much, not getting it at its peak and its apex.
Yeah, and the paddle had never dropped underneath the ball on that one. She still had the wrist cocked like it was going to be higher. Paddle head was up. Oh.
That's a good leave there from Andrea Koop on the overhead from Anna Bright.
Yeah, and that's a tough one for Bright as well. Kawamoto, with her sliding over, Kawamoto's still in the way, so she couldn't get behind that ball as much as she wanted.
Oh, good leave right there from Fudge. Koop communicating very well with their partner, saying no.
A little counter-attack power right there. Kawamoto's not necessarily sitting on it, but she was so short and so quick to that ball, being up in that ready position. Koop's speed up down the line was not affected at all.
Ball just wide there from Bright. A good 1-2 combo.
So we talked about in Newport with DJ Young and his controlled aggression. Like, you need him to play aggressive, but he can't do too much. That's similar to how Anna Bright needs to play as well. If she starts trying to do too much or getting too big, then those balls sail on her. But if she stays like she is right there, nice and short and quick.
Koop and Fudge trying to answer, get this a little closer. End change at 11.
Good ball from Bright.
Yeah, great ball from Bright. And as you see on the sideline, there's Ranchers owner Tim Klitsch. I mean, he is straight Austin, Texas, up here in Columbus, Ohio, supporting his defending champion, Ranchers, as they take an 11-8 lead here on the end change. And it's tight. It's a close match here. Fudge and Koop a couple mistakes on resets, but they're starting to figure it out. And I think if Fudge can get those resets down, they're going to inch back in here.
Yeah, I mean, the difference, if we're looking at our stats right now, actually more errors coming from the Ranchers than Chimeras, but we're also looking at more winners coming from the Ranchers. So it's kind of a give and take within that one. Bright, obviously the more aggressive player on the court. Kawamoto, Fudge, more defensive. Koop has a good all-round game and can switch between the two. But yeah, if they allow Bright to really go full throttle and start pushing balls on them, tough to do against a player like that.
And Andrew Koop right there, you saw it at Grand Haven, Michigan. Anna Bright to serve after the end change. And nice counter there from Megan Fudge as she read the Bright speed up very well.
Yeah, excellent counter attack, and that's something that Fudge is going to have to do with Bright being directly in front of her. She's got to just sit on for that counter attack or expect that ball to be coming hard at her. She's got enough time to adjust if the ball comes soft.
Oh, what a drop from Kawamoto after a beautiful lob.
Yeah, that lob had a little extra on it too. She dropped the paddle head under and just flicked it up and over. So when it bounced, it actually kicked further away from Koop. That's why Kawamoto was able to just hit that little soft dropper, because it had pulled Koop so far back behind the baseline.
Wow, what a setup from Andrea Koop.
Yeah, good move by Koop. Former #1 at UCLA women's tennis. She can still move extremely well on the court, has that full two-hand backhand, forehand round combination.
Wow, too good cross court there from Anna Bright, and as that ball gets pulled cross court, Andrea Koop could do nothing but clap, say nice shot.
Yeah, and that's where we're seeing more women hit, well, even guys now as well. We saw Johnson earlier hitting that two-handed backhand, because you can take a ball like that, go heavy left hand, and really pull it cross court. It's much more difficult to do with a one-handed backhand.
Fudge, unforced error right there, trying to keep it low though, and that error is forced because Anna Bright and Kawamoto being so aggressive. She's trying to keep that so low, clips the tape. Instant timeout here from the Chimeras and Andrea Koop and Megan Fudge as the Ranchers extend their lead. And it just looks like ever since the end change, Chimeras just a little out of sorts here, Chad.
Yeah, it's hard for them to try to slow the pace down against Bright and Kawamoto. They're just being too, not being too aggressive, but Bright is really controlling the pace of this game right now. And then Kawamoto is finishing when she gets her chances. So, it's either Koop and Fudge take a step back, just one step back off of the kitchen line, give themselves a little bit more reaction time to keep some of those balls down, or you got to move the ball around again.
Good hands from Koop.
Change up.
And Bright trying to get back involved right there as she got pulled cross court. But a good job there from Andrea Koop. All right, a free one there, and Fudge and Koop will take it.
12-15.
I mean, she's playing probably 65–70% of the court right now.
Yeah.
Is Anna Bright.
Yeah. And she has the ability to do that. And especially when you got a partner like Kawamoto, who you know, hey, I can take risks. If that ball gets past me, she's still going to be there and put the ball back.
That's a tough speed up there from Koop, is from a low position and at someone who's so aggressive, that being Anna Bright.
Yeah, but Bright does a great job there of not trying to swing big on Koop's attack. She just puts a paddle on and puts it back down at Fudge's feet. If you take a big swing on that attack coming up, that ball's going to either pop up or it's going to sail on you. So it's difficult to recognize when it is I can really go big or when it is I just need to put a paddle on and try to put it back down. And that comes with playing more, and that's where she's starting to understand it.
Koop and Fudge going with a stack here, putting Fudge on the left.
I think Koop just trying to shake things up because Fudge is definitely the target right now.
Oh, and Fudge trying to find that back corner. Goes a little long. That's a tough ball to do that with right there because it's so close to the net.
Yeah, the only way you can keep that in is if you have really strong wrists and you get underneath that and snap it. That one just coming too flat.
Oh, and that's just a frustration shot right there from Fudge because Anna Bright doing everything she can, keeping everything in play, and it is a match point here for the Ranchers, 20-13. Bright trying to go hard cross court right there, but a good job right there, right? Andrea Koop, but she took over about 70% of the court right there.
14-20.
Ranchers frozen on 20 right now. Wow. I mean, what worked from Megan Fudge back there at the baseline, getting everything that Anna Bright had to offer back, but just can't get back in the point. It'll be match point number 2 here for the Ranchers. Anna Bright ends it right there, 21-14. I mean, in Chad, it's kind of exactly what we expected. Anna Bright to come out hot, swinging early. Is that what you saw?
Yeah, that's the type of play that she's got to, well, the type of level that she's got to play at. You know, going with the aggressiveness, being in that high-paced environment, that's what she feeds off. That's where she's playing her best pickleball at. If she allows herself to slow down, you know, it's typically what we see with these aggressive players. If they try to slow down too much, they get back on their heels, and that's where they stop making mistakes.
All right, and it looks like Cameron Blackwood is sidelined with Anna Bright and Jackie Kawamoto. What do you got for us, Cameron?
Jackie, a dominating performance by you guys. How were you able to neutralize the power from Koop and Megan and take this win?
I think just right off the bat, we knew we wanted to put all the pressure on them and just come out swinging and move the ball around, keep them on their heels. So yeah.
And Anna, you were able to move the ball around so easily. What are you looking to create when you're doing this?
Well, that match, we were just looking to create space in the middle, mostly because Koop was coming over really far, so sometimes pulling her back out wide. But got to give credit to Jackie there. I didn't play my best pickleball there, and she kept us in it and gave me time to play better. So that's why you need a Kawamoto.
Thanks. Back to you, Chad.
Well, Chad and I back here going, if that's not Anna Bright's best pickleball, we are in for a treat in mixed doubles. We'll take a quick commercial break. When we come back, men's doubles here, Ranchers Chimeras on championship court here at the MLP in Columbus.
It's hard to find supplements that work. No, thank you. You need supplements that are backed by science with natural and plant-based ingredients and that are third-party tested. Because cleaner is better. Like Ora Organic. Plant-based supplements made from the Earth's most powerful plants for your immune health, gut health, workouts, and more. Find out more at oraorganic.com.
The Pro XR pickleball paddle answers the age-old question of how to get paddle speed and control with the same paddle and one grip, and this is it. Pro XR gives you more spin, greater control, and quicker reloads on every shot in the game, because you always have that constant feel for that leverage and control and paddle speed that we're all looking for. Pro XR is the most revolutionary technology in pickleball.
What are you guys doing?
Getting our duper tattoos.
Oh, cool.
Hey Cameron, how's it going?
Almost done.
Perfect. Can't wait to see your number.
Number?
Duper, because ratings shouldn't be a surprise. Download the app and claim your free profile today.
I haven't even started yet.
Oh.
Welcome back to MLP Columbus. We're in Columbus, Ohio. Our second matchup of the day. Our first pitted BLQK versus the Jackrabbits. BLQK came out on top 3-1. Now we got the Ranchers taking on the Chimeras. Ranchers take the first match in women's doubles by a score of 21-14, pretty handily. Now it's all about the men. DJ Young, James Ignatowich taking on Daniel De La Rosa and Gabriel Tardio. Predictions, Chad?
Predictions. Tardio is going to be the X factor in this one. You know, again, we're at 71-29 for the Ranchers. That can change. We saw Tardio jump in for the fives in Newport Beach. He can be a big X factor on the court, but the other one is going to be DJ Young.
It's which DJ is going to show up.
Exactly.
Right?
Is it the controlled chaos, or is it just chaos?
Right. And we know that when DJ Young is playing with controlled chaos, he is one of the best players on the court, if not the game itself. And that's the DJ Young we saw in Newport Beach. And that was one of the main reasons that they came out on top with the championship in Newport Beach. So we'll see early on here which one it's going to be, because we talked with DJ Young and James Ignatowich in Newport. They started off slow.
Yeah.
As far as men's doubles
They
pairings.
didn't win men's doubles until the finals.
Yes, and so they didn't play as well as they wanted. The ladies kept them in there.
Yes,
right?
very much so. Now, Ignatowich's game has come along even further since Newport as far as the doubles game. Singles he's always been great on. Ooh, that's
a great pull and a good sign for DJ Young and the Ranchers.
No, I mean, that's something new. That's not something that we see a lot of with DJ Young going with the two-hander right there. But potentially that's a way for him to stay a little bit more controlled, not get so big.
On the flip side with Tardio, Tardio and put Eric Lang in that category. They were the two hottest men as far as free agents went going into, the supplemental draft. And Tardio going to the Chimeras and Eric Lang going to the bus.
Yeah, and Tardio really, well, technically wasn't supposed to be in Newport. He was a late addition as far as a sub goes, and then because he got his shot, everybody was like, oh, okay, he can play. He's young, but he can still do it.
Oh, DJ Young trying to go that forehand pancake right here. You watch him flip that over. It's hard to control that, and he tried to go deep with it, and it goes long.
That's one that's got to be way out in front of you so you can hit down on it. You're trying to hit a pancake on a ball that's close, it's just going to stay flat.
Just creeping along here in this game, 3-3. That's good return right there from De La Rosa. Nice and deep, puts Young back behind the baseline.
I didn't realize till the other day, because I've seen, we've seen DJ Young in pickleball for, a few years now. I didn't realize he's only 21. Like, you look at the guy and he's like, oh yeah, he's like late 20s, whatever.
Oh, inside out forehand there from Tardio. Bodies up Young.
Yeah, that's one thing that Tardio does extremely well, is able to use those wrists. He's very sneaky.
My thing with Tardio is he's got all the trick shots in the book, right? But it's about proper timing.
Yeah.
He's young, and he's trying to do everything.
Absolutely.
He's got to be very deceptive, and his timing's got to be there. Oh, drops in off the tape. And no team can pull away here, Chad.
6-5.
So we talk about ages of some of these players. De La Rosa is the oldest guy on the court at 28.
Right.
We got what, 16, 21, 22.
Off the tape, out of bounds, and no one can pull away more than one. It's just been creeping and creeping along here early in this game. Rally scoring, 221. Oh, and De La Rosa with the big forehand, and arguably hits the ball as hard as anybody.
Well, that's that racquetball slap. He definitely has the forearm strength, wrist strength to be able to hit that ball. And
right there again. Oh,
if you're
and
gonna
a little head shake.
Feed it. If you're gonna feed it right there, that is not the right spot.
There it was, the head shake. No, it's not happening.
It's not coming back.
Oh.
So now, if James wasn't classy right there, he could have been around and done a whole big finger wag and stuff back at it.
But he made an adjustment with Ignatowich. He didn't go to De La Rosa. He found the middle. He did the same thing, just made an adjustment on the spot. And the Ranchers back within one here.
That's the growth of Ignatowich as far as pickleball comes, right? So where a lot of players get in trouble is they say, oh, okay, I didn't beat you this one, I'm going to hit it harder next one. Or I'm going to hit it harder next one. Instead of changing the spot or creating an angle or something else, it's always that thought process of I can hit it through somebody.
Oh, DJ Young right off the left shoulder of De La Rosa, and the Ranchers take a lead.
10-9.
Oh, and they were down by 2, and now they take a 2-point lead on the end change here. Ranchers, we say a commanding 2-point lead because it's been so close here.
Hey, it's Major League Pickleball. Even 10 isn't safe.
No, nothing's safe with the rally scoring, and that's why I love this format and how it is, because no lead is safe. But then when you get to the end and you get frozen at 20 and 18 right there, now it turns back into traditional pickleball. That's why we love it, and that's why this format and MLP is so popular. But speaking of that, with the Chimeras, De La Rosa and Tardio hanging in here nicely, what do they need to do to just get over that hump right now?
You know, we haven't, there's not a huge error ratio or error factor for either team right here. So I think it's more so if De La Rosa and Tardio can put a little bit more pressure on Ignatowich and Young, spread them out a little bit more. Now some of their balls might be a little bit more effective. In the last few points, they haven't done that, and that's what's given that, even albeit short, lead for the Ranchers.
A little long right there, and De La Rosa and Tardio answer.
And that's something where it's kind of like, hey, I just hit a really, really bad ball. The only thing I can try to do is counterattack. And they did a good counterattack on it, but in retrospect, it has to be a better ball to start with than solely waiting on a counterattack.
Oh, nice ball. But again, he had Young leaning backhand, right?
Yeah.
Look at that. So DJ Young slid to the backhand side, thought Tardio was going to double up there, and Tardio flipped middle.
And that's use of time, right? If you can hold it, and then you get a read of the body, now you can adjust. If you try to rush through these shots, even when you're speeding up, you're not able to make these balls. You just had an extremely, oh my God, that ball hit so hard.
Oh no, he didn't on the two-hander there from the Young.
3 points in a row.
The Young recently turned 17-year-old this week, Gabe Tardio.
3 points in a row. Tardio's flashing it all right now.
Oh, and when De La Rosa hits it that hard, good luck getting out of the way, right?
Well, you hit no. That ball had hit him by the time he said no.
Right. Wow, and a commanding lead here by 3.
Well, this is that's a 5-point swing right there.
Big stop there from the Ranchers.
Oh, caught him on a foot fault. Right foot. Oh, left foot.
Yep, right on the sideline right there. And so the Chimeras thinking they may challenge this. And we do have a challenge here from the Chimeras on the foot fault called on De La Rosa on his Ernie attempt. So we'll see as come over. Vicky Ryan is our replay analyst here. Ron Ponder, our head referee.
I think it's going to be
Courtney Johnson, our second referee, but
It's going to be hard to see.
Depends on what our
the
camera
angle that you need to see on this one.
Yeah.
Because in reality, it's got to be kitchen line from the far side to see if he steps on it. It's hard to see back behind.
So we'll see what angles they have.
See,
that Vicky can check
that right
on.
there looks like he's on it.
Yeah, looks like he's pretty much on that corner right there. Yeah, if he's down right there, it is. And I think it's a very good call by Courtney Johnson. So call is upheld. And the Chimeras will lose their challenge. And a timeout. 13-14, DJ Young to serve. De La Rosa just getting a little too big there.
But the difference is that wasn't a ball that had as much pace on the previous ones. So he was actually a little bit ahead of it, dropping it down into the net.
Oh, just called out immediately, the Ranchers bench. Oh no, okay, so it was Megan Fudge from the sideline on the Chimeras telling Tardio and De La Rosa, no, that ball was in, and it was. Great work by Boxcar Productions, getting that call, seeing that. Great camera angles there on the baseline. And Ranchers take a 1-point lead.
Yeah, ambitious on that one. Tough ball to get back. In reality, that's kind of the only shot or the only attempt you have is once that ball gets to the feet or between the legs.
And that ball just long right there. De La Rosa and Tardio reading that. Ball long by about 6 inches. A little confusion in the middle. I think De La Rosa thought Tardio was going to play that. All tied at 16. De La Rosa feeling really confident right here. A lot of head shaking on balls coming his way. Guess what, Chad? We're all tied. We're 17 points in. This is our 10th tie.
We've got our stat line here, and it's literally, it looks like a body helix just wrapping around itself as far as giving the game flow.
Wow, what a step in right there. But a veteran choice from Tardio to drop that ball back in and allow De La Rosa to come in and step up and put that ball away.
Yeah, if he drives that, De La Rosa doesn't get up to the line.
I thought there was no way he's going to be able to reach this ball.
Either.
Let alone keep it in.
I don't know.
Wow. De La Rosa fired up right now. He has been the whole game. And they take a 2-point lead here. That ball clearly
all right, that's way in. I don't know if Ignatowich was saying, hey, you made contact across the plane of the net. Or if he was just trying to make something up because he got beat by a ridiculously good Ernie.
I mean, and you're looking at our stats. DJ Young, he's got 6 errors, right? But you're not seeing a lot of it, right?
Right, six errors, 6 kills,
right? And so they're kind of balancing each other out right now. And Ignatowich playing very clean, 3 kills, no errors, playing a very clean game because he is playing almost that support role to DJ Young on that right side. Does a really good job of it. But again, right now, down by 2, Ranchers, in trouble here late. And a great move there by De La Rosa. As you watch him catch that ball, he's catching it right as he explodes off of that left foot.
Yeah.
19-17.
Ball sails long, nice speed up there from DJ Young.
Yeah, that's a good job by Young. The ball floated just a little bit, wasn't too high, so he stayed nice and compact. Just a short, quick flick into the body of Tardio. And again.
DJ Young on his toes right there, leaning in, and the controlled aggression. All tied again here now at 19. Oh, Ignatowich, the 2-hander cross court for the winner. And now the Ranchers will be frozen at 20-19. Game point here for the Ranchers. What a hand from De La Rosa. Oh, and Tardio getting too big right there. And a missed opportunity for the Chimeras as the Ranchers win men's doubles by a score of 21-19. They will take a 2-0 lead here in this matchup. I mean, what's the difference maker right there in the end for the Ranchers, Chad?
I mean, just at the end, DJ Young, we were just talking about, it was a 6-to-6 kill to error ratio. He shortened things up. He was aggressive, but he wasn't taking huge risks. He was just having good speed ups, good aggression. So, as it always comes down to, is with DJ Young, he has to stay controlled. Tardio and De La Rosa were keeping them off balance. However, they weren't able to counter once DJ really got into the point.
All right, Cameron Blackwood is courtside with Ignatowich and Young. Cameron, take it away.
DJ, the Ranchers, the team to beat. You guys won in Newport. What kind of confidence does it give you heading into a weekend?
Gives us a lot of confidence. I think obviously having Anna and Jackie just play so well every time in the first game is really good for games tonight. And last time we won 0-3, now we're 1-0, so we're just gonna try and keep on building.
And we're in such a tight match. It's tied almost the whole way through. What adjustments do you make in order to win the match?
Well, they were coming at me with some speed ups, and I had to go Annalie Waters on them with the slide backhand, just send that back, and that's kind of the only contribution I made to the match, but none of the less an important one.
Thanks. Back to you, Dom.
All right, so a good win there on men's doubles for Ignatowich and Young. They're in the driver's seat, up 2-0, going into mixed doubles. We'll take a commercial break. When we come back, the first round of mixed doubles here on Championship Court at MLP Columbus. Major League Pickleball is brought to you by Pro XR Pickleball, Aura, Franklin, and Knock Around Sunglasses.
It's hard to find supplements that work. No, thank you. You need supplements that are backed by science with natural and plant-based ingredients and that are third-party tested. Because cleaner is better. Like Ora Organic. Plant-based supplements made from the Earth's most powerful plants for your immune health, gut health, workouts, and more. Find out more at oraorganic.com.
The Pro XR Pickleball Paddle answers the age-old question of how to get paddle speed and control with the same paddle and one grip, and this is it. Pro XR gives you more spin, greater control, and quicker reloads on every shot in the game, because you always have that constant feel for that leverage and control and paddle speed that we're all looking for. Pro XR is the most revolutionary technology in pickleball.
What are you guys doing?
Getting our duper tattoos.
Oh, cool.
Hey Cameron, how's it going?
Almost done.
Perfect. Can't wait to see your number.
Number?
Duper, because ratings shouldn't be a surprise. Download the app and claim your free profile today.
I haven't even started yet.
Oh.
Back here on championship court. It is do or die here for the Chimeras in mixed doubles as the Ranchers have a 2-0 lead going into mixed doubles as they took men's doubles and women's doubles. We'll see what teams are going to be put out there right now. We haven't been informed as of yet.
I'm going to call DJ and Anna.
Well, yeah, it looks like they are stepping out, and then it looks like Andrea Koop and Daniel De La Rosa.
So in reality, these are your number one mixed doubles teams. I mean, Young and Bright trying to end it right here. De La Rosa and Koop needing this one to hold on to give themselves a shot in the next mixed doubles to force the Dream Breaker. So, you know, Young and Bright, definitely a tough team to beat, but we saw it a couple of weeks ago with them getting taken down by Hayden Patrickin and Maggie Brasher. So it is doable. It just depends on what we've seen in these first two matches. Bright and Young, or just feed a ball like that that gets annihilated by De La Rosa. But Bright and Young, they just have to stay controlled when they go for the aggression. They can't get too big.
Oh, DJ Young trying to go inside out forehand. Problem is that's a great shot for him. He's got to be more towards the sideline when he goes that hard inside out. It's a good start here for the Chimeras. What hands there from Young?
He was beat. Koop beat him down the line. De La Rosa hits a really strong backhand through the middle, and Young's like, yeah, I'll just swat it away.
Wow.
And again, but that's where Young has to live. Young has to live that short and that quick. If he gets any bigger than that, then it's trouble.
Way to get out of the way by Andrea Koop right there, and good talk from De La Rosa.
Matrix move.
I mean, he's sitting on it, but again, he gets a little big right there, Chad.
Yeah. He's For De La Rosa to really tee off on that forehand, he has to be given a ball at a certain speed. If there's any variation off of that speed, he's either too early or too late. Yeah, I don't care how fast you are, you're not getting that sharp of an angle back.
No. Oh, that ball's right on the paddle of Anna Bright. DJ Young off his edge guard. All square here at 4.
The De La Rosa.
There it is. On cue.
We've seen that De La Rosa shot a few times over the last couple of MLPs.
Really trying to keep DJ Young out of that point.
And it was working. I mean, the only downside is now you're allowing somebody just as dangerous in Anna Bright to control the point. Couldn't see what happened. There was a cameraman in the way.
Yeah, he stepped right in front and saw Andrew Koop. A good pull from Koop.
I saw Young put the ball into the net, so we had a combination of either side.
You saw Young, I didn't see Young. Oh, Andrew
Nice
Koop
roll.
getting a little slippery in the middle right here. Watch this little inside
Nice
out.
roll.
Oh.
Yeah, and that's a get under the ball, hit heavy topspin with a flat paddle kind of deal. That's that wasn't any wrist flick with that.
She made that look very easy, and that is a very difficult shot. Chimeras will take a 1-point lead here. Nice dink battle.
7-6.
Won by the Chimeras. A little high third from De La Rosa there, and allowing Young to step in. Like most of our other matches, this one a close one. Heading into the end change at 11. Nice job by DJ Young there in the middle, taking over. If that next ball came over from De La Rosa, it was going to get punished.
Yeah.
DJ was cocked and ready for it. Nice read there from De La Rosa. Just a little easy backhand flick.
But you say, between that point there and the previous point, De La Rosa is sitting up. He's in a ready position, paddles up. You know, it takes that. The one that he missed before on the net, I was watching where his paddle was. It was already down at his knees, like back behind his body. So paddle positioning there, especially when you're in these fast hands battles and firefights.
What? Anna Bright with the Ernie in the middle of all that.
She got. I don't know how she kept it in because that was on the very end of her paddle.
Full extension on the Ernie right there. Oh, De La Rosa, great setup. And again, we've seen the game evolve so much, Chad. It's not always now about the around the post. It's about the around the post defense.
Yep. All right, what are you going to do with the ball after you've defended it, coming back from around the post? Because, 4 years ago, just hitting it around the post was like, oh my gosh, I hit it around the post.
And it's a winner most of the time.
Now it's, okay, I'm going to hit it around the post, but now it's going to come back. Now where do I go from that? So whenever you're thinking 2 or 3 shots ahead, which most of these players are doing, it's expected that an around the post is going to come back now.
Good job right there. Anna Bright going right at the feet of Daniel De La Rosa, and the Ranchers will take an 11-9 lead into the end change. A great job, though, from De La Rosa and Koop, keeping this nice and tight here on the end change. What do Koop and De La Rosa need to continue to do here, Chad, to stay in this and possibly move ahead here of the Ranchers?
I think they're going to, potentially switch a few things up. De La Rosa is really, really good when he gets that ball up and out in front. That's, we've seen it time and time again where he's going. But most of those are coming off of a counterattack or a reset. So if possible, I'd like to see Koop, get into some of that cross-courting with Anna Bright if she can. But, if she can set up De La Rosa, so we're looking at a 64-34 win probability Ranchers over Chimeras. We're already starting to see that this MLP, that yes, it's a good indicator, but the matches have been much closer compared to what the probability percentages are.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, that's on paper, and that's why we don't play it on paper. That's why we actually play it out. And we've seen bigger comebacks and bigger upsets in all sports. We'll see if the Chimeras can pull this one out.
I mean, in reality, 2 points in a rally scoring is nothing. Oh.
DJ, I'm trying to go Ernie cross-court winner. It goes a little wide. The idea is there, and I think if he executes it and can keep it in, it's there, and it's going to be a winner, but goes a little long. Anna Bright with the encouragement, yelling at DJ Young, go. DJ Young wanted that back as soon as he hit it because he knew that De La Rosa was sitting on it.
Typically when you hit those half speed, half attempt speed ups, you regret it as soon as you're starting the swing.
We've been there.
Let me just feed you this ball. Was this a good speed for you to go?
Just too good. And what a read by De La Rosa. He waits till the last second to go here, almost after Bright hits that ball.
Yeah, and Bright instantly said it. She's like, I knew it, knowing that, meaning that she shouldn't have gone down the line on that one. It's very difficult especially in mixed doubles, right? Because the woman's in front of the male a lot of the time. You've got to go down the line to keep the male honest, but you can't go, what the heck?
What was that?
Spin. Like he just
inside out overhead.
Yeah, just full flick of the wrist. Hit that on the side. But back to the Ernies in mixed doubles. You've got to. You can only go down the line on the guy a lot of the time if you've already pulled them to the middle. If they're there and they're in a position where they can just take one step and jump, really tough to go down the lineup.
Long Koop. She wanted that back as soon as she pulled the trigger. She knew that was a little premature on pull.
Yeah, and trying to hit that one with an open face paddle like she just did, really, really difficult to keep in the court.
Koop was there to cover, but De La Rosa trying to make something happen there in the middle and pick that off. And the Ranchers take a 3-point lead here, and the Chimeras will burn a timeout here as they feel the Ranchers gaining some momentum in this game. If the Ranchers win, they will theoretically win the match because they will have 3 victories. We will play that 4th mixed doubles match
for tiebreakers,
because of tiebreakers and point differentials and seedings going into the playoffs. So we will have another match no matter what, but the Ranchers looking to solidify the win with the win right here. But what does Koop and De La Rosa need to kind of flip here on the side to kind of get back in here against the Ranchers?
Yeah, they're still, it's not that they're making a ton of errors, because the number's still only up there at 5, but it's just they're not getting the quality balls that they need or that you need to have against Bright and Young. Right? Young is stepping in, is imposing himself. Bright is there and kind of setting him up a little bit more. Koop and De La Rosa are hanging in there. They've had a couple of quick leads, but never been able to like fully pull away.
Wow, DJ Young.
Or just do something like that. Just
right, just stepping right in front of Anna Bright, all over the place. Anna had Bright had no idea where to go right there for that.
Chimeras can just hit balls that make DJ think he can get to them. That's a new strategy right there. Oh.
Bright trying to get that Ernie again right there. That one would have been a cleaner one, but she just didn't mishit it, just overhit.
De La Rosa also didn't hit that ball as hard. So Bright's timing was off just a little bit, that she wasn't able to take the ball at the height that she wanted to for that Ernie.
Koop trying to sneak one on the backhand side of DJ Young, and he's having none of it right there.
No, that swing was so short, so quick. I don't even think he took the paddle back at all. It was just to lay the wrist back, extend back forward.
And again, Koop was anticipating De La Rosa going to come in here and finish his own setup.
Yeah, which he has the wingspan and the ability to do that there.
Ball checked up and went back into the net. Wow. It's tough right there for the Chimeras. Tough break. The Ranchers will take a 3-point lead again here at 18-15. Rosa taking the ball off his hip to stay in that play.
Yeah, got the body out of the way, put a paddle on it. But then DJ Young on the second one, again, didn't try to hit it too hard, just added a ton of spin. That's where Young has to continue to live. We've seen him he did a good job finishing off men's doubles. He's done an excellent job here in mixed doubles. When he is going to be aggressive, for him, it's like a 70-80%. For the majority of people, that's 100%.
Yeah.
But for him, he has to live in that 70-80% range. If he gets up that 95 and above, well, even 90 and above, we might see a ball bounce off the scoreboard back here.
Well, Chimeras fight off one match point. Oh, it's just too good right there. Great touch from DJ Young. And Chimeras will have to fight off another match point here at 20-16. DJ Young, a great drop and then a good aggressive move after his drop to come in and put it away. And the Ranchers will take the overall match. They will get on the board with a team victory, but we will go to this second and final mixed doubles matchup. What was the difference for Brighton Young there and the Ranchers?
They'll just clean it. I mean, they'll clean it toward the end. It was still aggressive, but they stepped it back just a little bit, like we were talking about with DJ Young, living in that 70 to 80% range. You know, they're good and clean when they're living at that. Not trying to do too much when they get the put away. But Bright did a good job of setting up Young, and Young set himself up as well. But it was just really good, clean pickleball.
All right, well, Cameron Blackwood is sidelined with Anna Bright and DJ Young. Take it away, Cam.
A 3-0 performance from the Ranchers. How are you able to establish so much dominance against an aggressive team like Koop and De La Rosa?
Well, I'd say, you know, Anna's been playing really good. She's been medaling PPAs, APPs, MLPs. She's been doing everything. So I'm just happy to hop on her back and just try and, you know, help the team out. But she's definitely the OG, the one to go. We all followed her, so captain.
And Anna, when you're getting pushed off the kitchen line by such aggressive dinks, how are you able to stay effective and keep your team in the point?
A big thing is not giving De La Rosa the Ernie, you know, try not to do that. And I probably shouldn't go off the kitchen line so much. I'm working on it, but sometimes I get a little tight. MLP, there's nothing else like it. I'm a little tight. I'm coming off that line, but don't worry, later in the tournament, I won't be doing that.
Thanks, back to you guys.
All right, 3-0 victory for the Ranchers, but we will go to this fourth and final matchup. It'll be James Ignatowich and Jackie Kawamoto taking on Megan Fudge and Gabriel Tardio. We'll take a commercial break and have that matchup back here at MLP Columbus. Don't go anywhere. Major League Pickleball is brought to you by Pro XR Pickleball, Aura, Franklin, and Knock Around Sunglasses.
Want a perfect pair of sunglasses for your every occasion? Hit up the Knockaround Custom Shop. With over 1 million possible combinations, why not get a pair for every you? 8 a.m. I need a coffee you. Clocking a few miles you. Game day you. Happy camper you. Fun in the sun you. On the slopes you. Dog days you. Happy hour you. Seasick puede you. The Knockaround Custom Shop. You design them, we build them.
The Pro XR Pickleball Paddle answers the age-old question of how to get paddle speed and control with the same paddle and one grip, and this is it. Pro XR gives you more spin, greater control, and quicker reloads on every shot in the game, because you always have that constant feel for that leverage and control and paddle speed that we're all looking for. Pro XR is the most revolutionary technology in pickleball.
It's hard to find supplements that work. No, thank you. You need supplements that are backed by science with natural and plant-based ingredients and that are third-party tested. Because cleaner is better. Like Ora Organic. Plant-based supplements made from the Earth's most powerful plants for your immune health, gut health, workouts, and more. Find out more at oraorganic.com.
Ranchers and Chimeras for a fourth and final matchup here. Kawamoto, Ignatowich, Fudge, and Tardio. Chad, what are you looking for in this matchup? As far as the Chimeras, this is a confidence builder. You got to have this one. Don't want to go 0-4. But the head-to-head says otherwise. 74% in favor of Ignatowich and Kawamoto.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a common trend between all 8 of the matches that we've seen out here, and obviously we got BLQK and we got the Ranchers, the 2 teams in 1. But we're looking at huge spreads on the win probability here. I think, you know, Tardio and Fudge, it's a new partnership. Definitely not one that we've seen on the tour anywhere else. So, you know, Tardio is gonna look to be aggressive, but again, it's gonna come down to what we've spoken about before. Does he choose the right time for it? Fudge can't try to pull the trigger too soon herself either. She's got to stay in this, allow Tardio to be the aggressor. She plays the supportive and setup role. But Ignatowich and Kawamoto, they're still kind of finding their partnership as well.
Yeah.
You know?
Ignatowich trying to do a little too much right there with that ball. 2-1 lead here early for the Chimeras.
Good speed up by Ignatowich. 2-hand, quick flick down the line behind Fudge. Catches her off guard. That ball's up. There's nothing Tardio can do about that one. She read it right.
Yeah, Megan Fudge quickly becoming one of the better defenders in pickleball. She's getting everything back too.
She's getting attacked quite a lot as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I like that Tardio is aggressive, but he can't overdo it. You know, that's by all words, you know, all puns intended right there. That's a bit too much of a stretch.
Yeah.
On for him to cover that much ground right there.
You want to be aggressive. You want to be aggressive at the right time.
Yeah.
And again, he's so young. He's still learning so much. And that's one of those things he's learning is when to attack. Nice job by Tardio in the middle right there, covering.
Yeah, and that's a good step in. Fudge recognizes the speed up, takes a step to her right, sets up on the backhand. Ignatowich goes to speed up again, and Tardio steps over. That's not trying to do too much. That's reading the ball, the point correctly.
Fudge can't believe she missed that last one. That's probably the easiest ball she's had all match. That's the one she misses.
The easiest ones are always the toughest.
Wow, Ignatowich taking control of that point.
Fudge wants that one back. Right speed up, read it well. Tried to do too much, and we'll say it over and over again. You try to do too much, you get too big, the outcome never works out.
Nice job, Megan Fudge, controlling that point right there, going inside, outside. Again, she's reminding me of one of the Kawamoto sisters, just keeping everything in play, playing great defense, attacking at the right time. Little miscommunication in the middle there, Chad.
Yeah, miscommunication and good balls from the Ranchers. That middle ball is very underrated. Everybody wants to try to go wide all of the time, but that middle ball is a tougher ball for the backhand. If you're an aggressive guy on the left, that middle ball, and it pulls you back. So I'm a big fan of that middle ball and setting up something out wide. But it has to be a good middle ball.
That too. Wow, Kawamoto read that lob. She knew that Tardio was lobbing. It almost seemed like before Tardio knew. She was backing off that line right as he went to hit that.
And I'd call that a slob right there too. It wasn't. You know, there's a word in front of that I can't say to describe that lob, but yeah, Tardio just trying to do too much with that one. And like you said, Kawamoto, she's like, well, if he tries to lob me on that one, that's a bad one.
Oh, Ignatowich, left foot kitchen. Ron Ponder all over it. Fault on Tardio, going for the Ernie. Looking over at Andrea Koop and De La Rosa, both going, yeah, you do. His teammates. Move there from Tardio. Again, great read. Just a little backhand punch on the Ernie. Kawamoto calling that around the post short. Tardio was saying that the ball on the sideline was wide. Confusion here between, I think, when it was called. Tough right there to see as we're on the opposite side of the net. From there, almost looks like it catches the edge of the line. I think it's what is challengeable, and if that shot is challengeable at that point. Not sure if they're saying because he played the next shot, now he wants that one back. Play will resume. All tied at 10. Next point after this, we will change ends. We will change ends on the terms of the Chimeras with the slimmest of leads on an end change at 11-10. What are you seeing from the Fudge Tardio combination here, Chad, that the Chimeras can hopefully start to build on for their next two matches?
Well, it's similar to what we've said about all of the aggressive plays, whether it's the men or the women in the last two matches. With Tardio, still being young, still figuring it all out, if he can stay composed, it's going to be a big thing going forward for the Chimeras. Because, as you've already said, Fudge is just staying nice and controlled, consistent, going through all of this. And she's playing that support role and that setup role really, really well. It's just how much Tardio can weather the storm a little bit of wanting to do too much but having to stay controlled. So we got Cameron Blackwood down on the sidelines. She threw. Did you pick up anything on that sideline dispute or that challenge dispute before?
Yeah, I just want to clear up what was going on, that discussion over there with Gabe Tardio and the ref. He was saying that the ball was out, but Gabe played it, and then another ball was played, and he didn't stop the point right away once he called the ball out. So therefore, he's not allowed to challenge that. That's what the ref was saying. So that was the discussion. Gabe was saying, I called it out, but if you continue the point, then you're not allowed to go back and get that point back.
Thank you, Cam. Good insight there. Way to pick up on that for us. It's kind of what we were thinking too, and Cam just verifies that yes, there was a ball played after that, and then he wanted to go back, but it is not challengeable. The Chimeras. Big Ignatowich there.
That almost took somebody's head off in the crowd right there with how fast the paddle deflected the ball with Ignatowich's paddle coming through. Came off of Fudge's paddle and went straight for the head of somebody over there.
Just wide there, but good combination there from Fudge. Good save in the middle.
Yeah, Ignatowich got caught just a little too wide of a stance, so he wasn't able to move fast enough back over the line.
Tardio winning that hands battle up there against Ignatowich.
Yeah, and that's where he's good at it. He's up front. He's staying short, staying quick into that.
15-13.
Just can't get that last one back, but good defense again from Megan Fudge. 4 of these players up here as Fudge ended up retreating all the way back to the baseline.
Yeah, and I know Tardio wants to stay in that firefight right there, but that's kind of a situation where, I would say, hey, just let Fudge take that one. She's back. She's got the reaction time because he was so far extended on it. And again, too extended there.
Yeah, trying to make something happen right there, but again, off the edge guard and sails wide.
16-15.
Even though Fudge gets that first one back, it sets up Ignatowich for the big forehand winner.
17-15.
Ooh, that's a 1-2 combo right there.
Oh, Ignatowich is just pumping his chest right there.
Yeah, he knew exactly where that ball was going back as soon as he hit the first one. Sped the two-hander up and then just
I mean, look at our stats again here, Chad. I mean,
we're so twisted up.
It's just the constant tie to stay in this.
And I mean, it's positive for the Chimeras, right? So it hasn't been big blowouts. Like we've seen back and forth like constantly throughout all 4 of these matches. So building off of this, absolutely. It's a different look for the Chimeras compared to the previous 2. And obviously Fudge and Tardio aren't out of this one either, being down 3, but it's a little bit of more errors than kills. And typically that's what it comes down to is whoever's got the fewest errors in there. We're almost tied right here between the Ranchers and the Chimeras as far as overall errors, but the Ranchers have been the much more aggressive team, so they kind of negate themselves a little bit when you are being more aggressive. You make a couple of errors, but you force a lot more points.
18-15, 12 ties, 4 lead changes. Ignatowich just playing hard, fast, and with a lot of aggression right now.
I'm trying to figure out what he's looking at. He's like looking straight. He's in his zone right now. He's getting pumped up and he's looking straight down right there. But we saw it with Hewitt earlier as well when he got on a roll. It was just every ball he was hitting was going through. Ignatowich is in the same zone right now.
And it doesn't matter right now. Everything even off the tape is staying in, and it gives them a match point, looking for a clean sweep here and a 4-0 victory.
20-15.
I mean, when it's going for you, it's going. And even the accidents are staying in. And that is a 21-15 victory for the Ranchers and a clean sweep through their first matchup of the day. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that for the Ranchers there, Chad.
No, and I was really, really impressed with how the Ranchers look right now. Yes, the matches were close. We had a lot of back and forth, but they closed out really well on each of them. You look at BLQK this morning, Navratil and Hewitt taking that loss in men's doubles. If I was to say, hey, which is the better team on paper right now, I would say the Ranchers are looking like a better team than BLQK.
All right, well, Cameron Blackwood sideline with Ignatowich and Kawamoto. What do you got for us, Cam?
Jackie, you guys were already up 3-0, but how are you able to stay locked in and focused to take the 4-0 sweep?
I mean, every game matters here, and we do that from Austin and from Newport. So yeah, just staying locked in, getting that last one for the team was really important.
And James, where did you go? You went somewhere and just created this aggression and you couldn't miss.
Yeah, I figured I was missing so much already that I was like, why not just hit everything as hard as I can so at least when I miss, I look cool.
You did just that. Thanks, guys. Back to you.
James Ignatowich, one of the best interviews in the game right now. Always good with a good joke right there. Ranchers move on. Victory here. Team victory, 1-0, 4-0 in this matchup. We'll take a quick commercial break. When we come back, our next matchup here on Championship Court for you, coming shortly in about a half hour. Don't go anywhere.